And we're going to stand up all nice and tall, everyone, arms by your side. Good stuff. Let's just take a couple moments here to rock our body weight side to side as we get grounded into the floor space. You can rock off the bottoms of the feet and then over to the edges of the feet, side to side. Start to move into breathing pattern through the nose. Just breathe in and breathe out. Let me just kick this little obstacle out of the way here. I see this little orange thing sticking out. There we go. All right, you're going to bring your right hand onto your belly and take your left hand behind that lower back. Okay, so this in this position. And now breathe deeply through your nose. Bring that breath all the way down. Distend the belly a little bit if you can, and your lower back as well. So we are essentially trying to breathe really deep, even going beyond the lung space. This is an exaggerated type of breathing that we do in yoga, where we try and imagine taking a full body breath. So even beyond the belly, beyond the pelvis, like think about breathing down all the way into your toes. And even when you're inhaling, so it's a breathing down and you're also breathing up. So full body breath in and out. You can also bring your hands to your side and try and get some expansion onto the sides when you're breathing. Think about, if you just look at my body shape here, it's pretty straight. So think about this upper body as a shape of a can, if you will. And then when I breathe, I'm changing it more to a barrel-like shape when I breathe. That's that big, big breath coming in and out. Okay, you'll take your arms to your side, just relax your shoulders. Let's turn our head to the left side. Again, nice stretch here on the open side, which is the right side in this particular case. Come through center. When you turn to the right, you want to feel the stretch on the left side. Come back to center. Lift your head up. Keep your head up, but just drop the ear shoulder to shoulder. So the head stays up, you're looking up, the lips are together, and it's just a little bit of a tilt from side to side in this upward motion. Look forward, look down, tuck your chin into your chest, and again, rock your head a little bit side to side, stretching out in this direction with the chin down. Stretch out. Spend a little bit longer there if you need to. And then slowly come back, look straight ahead. I'm going to turn the head to the left side, drop the ear to shoulder, and I'm going to do a full head circle over to the right and then down and back and around. So about 3 times. Big full range of motion. All the way down and around. I'm going to do one more. And back to center, and I will do the other side. You're going to turn your head to the right. Drop the ear to the shoulder, look up, and then let's do the circle in the other direction. I'm going to exaggerate this movement. Do it slowly so you can move into your range of motion. Nice big circle here. And come to neutral position. All right, arms by your side. We're just going to lock those elbows so the elbows are not bending, they're straight. You can lift the shoulders up and down a few times to isolate this movement. So think about the shoulders up to the earlobes and then lower down again, up and down a few times. Okay, now let's lift the shoulders up to the earlobes. Hold there. Send your shoulders to the back of the room, to your back pocket, and then to the front pocket, and do a circle. So upper arm circles through the shoulder socket. Do this again slowly, trying not to move the rib cage if that's possible. Isolated body parts work really well independently and then much more efficiently when they work together afterwards. So we need to be able to isolate as much as we can here. It just makes our bodies work much more efficiently and use less energy, so less fatigue when we move. Okay, now we go up, forward, back, and down. So we're going from an internal rotation, back to neutral, external rotation, and then again back and forth a few times. Internally rotate, externally rotate. Okay, good stuff. We're going to lift the arms up, straight up now. Let's just move through our fingers. Let's make a fist on either side as we cycle through a couple of these. Open, close, open, close, open, and close. Now we're going to close them both up, and let's just rotate through the wrists. So you're going to move the hands up and down, extension, flexion, maybe out to the side as well, in and out. I find when I come in into flexion, particularly in this position, I'm very tight here through the forearm. I spent the last few days quite a bit on the computer, so that probably has a lot to do with it. Okay, good stuff. Let's just do some freestyle circles here. Now bring your fingertips together. Actually, let's do it this way, this opposite type of a grip. And then you're going to turn the hand out, try and straighten the arms here as much as you can, and then roll back out into the other direction. Move through a few of these nice and slow. Discover this range of motion. I find this quite challenging with my one arthritic shoulder. So just go nice and slow. Avoid any hard pain. No hard pain, just light pain. A little bit of discomfort's okay. Again, a couple times. Let that go. Now bring your hands to that regular clenched position. Tuck the elbows in. And again, let's roll through some circles in this direction. And then the opposite direction. And then full circles, maybe a figure 8 type movement and circle when you do this. Full arms and into the shoulders as well. And nice and slow, full range of motion, other side, other direction. And I'm going to bring the arms up. Let's move through a bit of a wave. And then I'm going to take the wave in the other direction. Good stuff. All right, I'm going to drop the arms down. Bring your left hand just right around your chest space and start to lift the right arm up. Go as high as you can go until you feel the rib cage pushing into your hands. Then you're going to pull back a little bit. So press yourself forward a little bit. When you contract your abdominal muscles, that's what pulls you forward. And then take the arm back a little bit more. And then take the arm down. Take the arm behind you. Try not to move the rib cage. Back up again. When you think you can't go anymore, engage your back muscles here on the shoulder, back of the shoulder, to pull the arm back a little bit more. And then you go back again, other direction. One more up and back. Now again, I feel like I can't go anymore, but of course I can go just a little bit more, get a nice stretch here, and then drop that down. Switch to the other side, lightly put the hand onto the chest space, somewhere maybe even higher if you like, and then you go up, 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 and then you feel this happening, you stop. Come forward a bit, press your hand into your chest, and allow the arm to go back a bit further. Stretch that out. And then drop it and take it behind you. Same thing applies. You don't want to lean forward, so stay upright here. And then come on up. And then reach back, reach back, reach back, reach back. And one more down. And back to neutral position. Backward swimming. Arm goes back, reach back, other side. Exaggerate the movement a lot. Reach back, try not to turn the chest if possible. And notice this stretch really more to the front here of this chest when you reach back. Open that space up. Now let's just do one arm after the other. Just pick that up a little bit. Both arms move. I'm trying to stay fairly neutral here with my body and just try and move the arms to this direction. And then I'm going to go in the opposite direction, so you're going to swing forward. Try and minimize the upper body ribcage movement. Okay, Good stuff. A little bit more movement, and then we'll start to work our way down. You're going to bring your arms to the side, bend the elbows. Remember, we want to keep the hands fairly straight here and in line with the forearms, so we're not flapping the hands around. And then we're just going to press down and then open up. Cycle through a few of these. Down and up. Let's keep the elbows at this height, not lower, not too high, just pretty neutral position will give you full range of motion. Play with this a little bit. When you open up, see if you can't go anymore, and then contract to go a bit more. And then when the hands come forward, again, this is kind of my end range of motion. I'm going to try to avoid this lifting of the shoulders. Keep the shoulders down and press back, and then open. Opposite side. And let's do the last one. Good stuff. And that should feel pretty good. Okay, you're going to take your feet just a little bit wider. Hold on to your forearms. Start to shift your body forward. So we're going to try and essentially bend in half. We're going to fold in half right at this hip crease. You can bend your knees slightly if the backs of the legs are tight. Come on down. Press the elbows towards the floor and then stand up. I'm going to just do a few of these, probably about 5 times or so. So I'm going to come down and bend your knees if you need to, look down to the floor, and then core control as you come up in a controlled fashion. And up and down. I think I've got 2 more to do. One more. And up to standing again. Okay, let's move through our pelvic tilt. Remember, pelvic tilt forward, pelvic tuck back, tilt forward, tuck back. The pelvis is like a bowl of water. When we tilt forward, we dump the water out, and then when we draw it back in, we contain and hold that water in. You can do this standing. You can do this with one hand or one hand on either leg. Arch the back, take a big breath, and then when you exhale is when you do the abdominal contraction. Tuck the tailbone under. So the tailbone is like scooping up towards the ceiling, and then you release it. And this is the action of the tailbone. Scoops up, release, scoops up. Cycle through and try and really isolate this movement quite a bit. And we've done this on the floor as well many times, lying on our back. It's another great way to do it as the lower back touches the floor and then leaves the floor. It's a great way to connect with this movement. I do encourage you to do this movement quite often. It's a great ability to separate our upper and lower bodies, and it just creates a lot of efficiency through this space. And last one. And then we'll just come on up into a neutral position. Okay, good stuff. You're going to bring your hands over to the sides here, and then let's just rock this out a little bit side to side. Again, exaggerate this movement. Notice my shoulders right on top of the hips, so I'm not tipping side to side. I'm maintaining the stability of the position, the posture with my core muscles here. So slight engagement as I draw the belly in to keep my body upright, looking straight ahead, maybe even slightly up, and then you're going to come flat onto your feet, and then continue to move a little bit side to side. Now let's just go to one side. I don't care which one, right or left. Go as far as you can go. Try and go a little bit more, just a bit more, just a bit more, a bit more. Open up the range of motion. Relax it as you come through center, go to the other side and see what the other side feels like. Left and right is typically a little bit different for most of us in terms of range of motion, flexibility, strength, all that kind of stuff, balance. Back to center again, and other side. And let's move into our circles. Play with the position of your legs here. If you want them closer or further apart, the feet turned out a little bit changes the range of motion. So if you find that you don't have a big sweeping range of motion, you can always take your legs a little bit wider or bring them closer. Every body type is really different, so we respond differently to these types of movements in different ways. And other direction now, again, big sweeping circle, And as much as I can, I'm trying all that action to have happen right from this hip space. Big, big sweep. Maintaining our range of motion open here as long as we possibly can. Okay. Good stuff. All right, we're going to come back through that center position again. Let's just lift that right heel up. We're going to crunch our toes out a little bit. Again, you're going to roll over onto the toes. A little bit of pressure. Start with 0 and work your way 1, 2, 3, 4. Try not to go past the 5. There's no need. Bend the knees slightly. Release, let it go. Move your feet around or the toes around, and then we'll do the other side. And slight pressure. Start at 0. Work your way up to about a 4 or 5. And let's do one more time on the other side. Start at 0, take it to about a 2, then get an internal rotation going, internal rotation, and now let's take it to about 4 or 5 here. As I press the right heel up a bit, stretch out the foot to the side. Let's come out of the tension and pressure and then go to an external rotation. Remember, you're trying to open up here, just like a book. So you squeeze behind, that creates the movement. External rotation, so think about doing this with your thighs. Externally rotate, create that strength, stability of position, and then you release, internal, 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 lock your thighs together, bend your knees slightly, take up the pressure to a 4 or 5 or so out of 10, and then we'll hold here and stretch this out. Ideally, we want to do about 30 seconds for the hold, to allow the tissue to just naturally settle and lengthen a little bit. Gives us a bit more flexibility. Okay, come on up. And one more time, external rotation. Open up here by squeezing the back. Our shoes do a great job of protecting our feet, but actually they also do a much better job in taking away our mobility. Our feet are just too constrained into these shoes that we wear. Okay, come on up. Lift and move that around a little bit, and then we'll do the other side. Again, let's go to about a 2 level here. Internally rotate, internal, internal, bend your knees, apply that tension, and you should feel a fairly nice stretch here to the top of the foot. And come on up, open, 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 open again. Oh, open, open, open. You're squeezing at the back here to create this opening. And it's again the thighs rolling out. So these are quite active movements. I haven't stopped, even though my body is not moving, I haven't stopped the muscle contraction. So it's quite energetically active. Now I loosen that tension level and internally rotate so I can create movement. Press back in, so now I can hold for about 30 seconds or so. And then I just kind of monitor what this feels like on the left foot. I can give it a bit more, take away from it, whatever happens to get the job done. A few more seconds. Okay, then we're going to come up again. Externally rotate, 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 like your thighs opening here, and then you're going to bend slightly again. And we'll stay here for about 30 seconds. Good stuff. And then we'll slowly just come up, move your toes around, let the blood flow circulate. And then we're going to get started for our 20 minutes of cardio movement. So let's get started, gang. Have your little sip of water with you if you like, just to get us started. I'll get our timer on. And once you are all set to go, we are going to start in our usual marching position. And let's just get going. If you're going to use some weights or anything for resistance, and of course, please go ahead and do that. Have that with you and start moving into that. And the first minute or so, we'll just get warmed up. We're just going to get warmed up. Let me just turn that up a bit. Okay, here we go. Remember, I'm not going to go too fast. I'll just do my usual sort of speed here. You do your own thing. You do you, I do me. We want to start breaking out into a bit of a sweat somewhere between the 5 to 10 minute mark. Okay, somewhere between 5 to 10 minutes or sooner if you like. That's totally fine too. So pick the intensity that you'd like. Let's just warm up to get going for the first minute or so. Next, just go for another 15 seconds here, and then we'll move a little bit. Front to back movement for the next 45 seconds. Front to back, let's go. Front to back, look straight ahead, gang. No need to look down. You start to look down, you're gonna walk like this, okay? Look up, walk tall, move up and down in a vertical fashion. Avoid this type of movement. Move your legs, not the upper body, okay? So legs move. Good stuff. Move those legs independently. Ten more seconds. Back to center position, and we reset for 15 seconds. Start to pick up that pace. Side to side, bring your feet together as you shift and shuffle. Side to side to side to side to side. Big steps, little steps, doesn't matter. Maybe try and circulate between the two. A couple of small, maybe a couple of big. Use your yoga mat if you've got one as you move side to side. Pick those feet up, pick the feet up side to side. 10 more seconds. And we come back to middle, reset for 15 seconds. Good job. Let's get the arms overhead, big arm circles, and sweep and look up. Sweep the arms up, cross the arms in front. And let's pick up the pace a little bit, move the arms, keep the elbows locked. So the movement is happening from the shoulder. Maybe it'll clap up, or cross up. We'll do both. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. 10 more seconds. Bring the arms down, and let's reset. Okay, you're going to swim backwards for the next 45 seconds. Swim. Swim. So you're going to move your legs, move the arms. Stay with it. Keep those legs going. Woo. 15 seconds. Few more seconds. And back to neutral. Okay, that's pretty good. Can really feel that. Great job, everyone. All right, you're going to lift the arms up. We're just going to take one arm out, either side. As the legs move, we do these tricep extensions from side to side. One at a time. Again, isolating the movement. 20 more seconds. Five more seconds. And arms down, great reset, let's go. Great job. I'm going to take one leg behind the other as I move from side to side. Then in front, again, move a little bit quicker. Start with the technique of movement and then pick up the speed. Bend your knees, shuffle, shift, side to side. Try and keep the arms moving fairly vigorously as you are moving your body from side to side here. 20 more seconds. 10 more seconds. And then back into the middle, reset for 15 seconds. Let's start picking up our pace a bit. Let's take our legs a little bit wider, turn your toes out, punch off to the side. Upper body rotation as we punch and punch and punch side to side. So we rotate, punch, rotate and punch. You're always trying to bring that one shoulder forward as you punch, other shoulder forward, punch, punch, and punch. Get that rotation happening. Ten more seconds, rotational punching. Punch and punch and punch and punch. Bring your legs back to middle, reset for 15 seconds. Alrighty, everyone, reach your arms up, fingers up to the ceiling. We're going to stay here and march 45 seconds as you are reaching up. The tendency here is for the arms to really flap around. Try and keep the arms fairly still so you're not using up too much energy, and you can move all that energy down to the lower body to keep your legs moving. Imagine you're holding a beach ball up here. So you hold that beach ball steady, keep your legs moving. 10 more seconds. Drop the arms down, back to that reset of march, 15 seconds. Great job, everyone. I'm going to step to the left side with my right leg, tap, tap behind, and then do the other side. So side to side, tap, bend those knees, and then move through the motion. Twenty more seconds. Last one, back to middle, good job, and let's go. 10 minutes done, halfway through. Let's turn up that dial. I hope you're sweating a little bit. If not, maybe we can help that sweat. Let's clap underneath the left leg. Clap, right leg, left leg. That's it. Clap under that leg as best you can. "15 more seconds. Well done, everyone. Awesome work. And back to reset. Good job. Let's go. Start to take our legs a little bit wider. Keep the legs moving. Bend the knees slightly, and let's punch. We're gonna punch to the floor, and then straight, and then up, and bend back down. Full range of motion of punching as the legs continue to move. Nice vigorous movement. Great job, everyone. 10 more seconds. Full range of motion of punching up and down. And now we go back and reset. Good job. All right, bring your hands behind your head. Lift those elbows up. We're going to do that side-to-side shift again, this time with the arms up. Okay, so let's go through this again. Bend your knees a little bit more. Maybe a bit more rapid movement. Twenty more seconds. Try and stay upright. So you're bending your knees to get lower to the floor, not leaning forward. A few more seconds. Come back to center, drop the arms, and let's go back to marching position. Pick up that pace. Challenge your body to move. Feel the breath coming in and out. Legs go a little bit wider. You're going to bend your knees. Tap the floor. Come up and reach up. Tap the floor. Reach up. Any amount. Or you just bend halfway, touch the lap or the knees, and then go back up. Okay, so any movement here, up or down, all the way. Do your best, 20 more seconds. Ten more seconds. Back to that middle position. Good job. Lift the right arm up. Tap the heel behind you on the left side. Switch side to side. Reach, side, kick. Heel kick, little hop. Twenty more seconds. Ten more seconds. Last one, come down. All right, 15 minutes done. 5 minutes left to go. That's it, just 5. Right hand to the left knee, and then do opposite. Side, 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 side. So hand to knee. Twenty more seconds. Kick those knees high. 10 more seconds. Arms down for a reset, 15 seconds. We're gonna get set up to come down to the floor. You're gonna bring your hands behind your head. This is just an option, or just work your way down. Try and come down. Don't touch the floor with your hands. Come on up, repeat. Take your time so it's a controlled movement. You don't have to do it too fast. Use the opposite leg to come down, opposite leg to come up. Whew. 10 more seconds. I'm going to do one more. And up. Good stuff. Okay, let's go. That's always a challenge, I find. Some days a little more than others. Hand to shin. Okay, as best you can. This way, and then this way. Side, side. So you kick up even higher now. Twenty more seconds. Kick that leg high. Tap your shin. Ten more seconds. And then last one, come down, and we reset for another 15 seconds. All right, gang, 2 minutes left to go. That's it. Just 2 minutes. Next time, we're going to try and tap the hand to the heel. Heel this time. Or do the best you can. Maybe you're still at the shin, maybe you're still at the knees. Otherwise, work your way to that heel. Big kicks here. Great job. 20 more seconds. Ten more seconds. And back to marching. 1 solid minute left to go. Pick up our pace. I'll let you know when we're at the 30-second mark, and that's when you start to really dial it up a bit. Coming up very soon. 30 seconds, starting right now. Here we go, 30 seconds, gang. All together, rapid movement. Last 10 seconds, fastest, safest for the day. And our 10-second count starts right now. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now 0. All done. 20 minutes in the books for Friday. Great job, everybody. I'll turn our music down just a slight little bit. I'll get our program for today. Have your weights, blow your nose, have some water, and let's get into our strength and mobility work for today. Okay. Oh, nope, that's not what I want. One sec. Okay, full body movement today for our strength and mobility. And the first movement is called, you've done this with me before as well, most of you. It's called heavy pants into a shoulder press. Okay. From this position, I'm going to hold my weights, palms facing in, arms by my side. Take the feet a little bit wider. We're going to be squatting here. But imagine you're going to hold on to your pants here and then ride the weight down as you lower your pants. Figuratively, not really, right? And then up, and then lift the arms up and overhead into a press, and then you come back down and repeat. And notice I'm not leaning forward. I'm trying to keep the chest up and then come up and press up. Again, I'm sending my butt back this way as if I'm trying to sit into a chair. Then come up and press up. So you don't want the knees going forward. You want the hips going back. And then lift the arms up. Okay, we're doing about 45 seconds or so. And this is called heavy pants. Again, imagine the pants riding down into a squat. Come on up, press up, and then down. This is a really nice series of controlled movements, creating full body strength. So this is considered, in a way, compound lifting because we're moving through various body joints and muscle groupings all at the same time. So very effective for full body work and core strength. Okay, last one. Good stuff. Arms down. Ouch. A little ouch in my shoulder. Okay, let's take a quick break and I'm going to show you the next one. All right, this next one is really for the hamstring section right here in the back of the legs. This is called good mornings. I'm going to use weights. You don't have to use weights. You can just use your upper body. You're going to bring the weights here close, take your feet a little bit wider, and then all you're going to come down is, all you're going to do is just bend forward like you're bowing good morning. So the legs are fairly straight. You can bend them a little bit if your legs are tight. Otherwise, keep the legs straight. Hinge from the waist area. Good morning. It's like a little bow. So you should feel this pull in the back of the legs and then come up. Now, when you come up and stand, squeeze your bum so you press the pelvis forward and then repeat. Notice the hips are going back. I go down. Squeeze, squeeze as you come up. Squeeze your bum to straighten. And again, come down. Just like you're bowing, good morning. And then you come up. This time when you come up, try something else. Take the arms behind you and then do it. It amplifies the intensity a bit more when the weights are even higher. A few more seconds. And last one. All right, take a quick break, everyone. Let's get into our third one. Okay. Legs go wide. So this is more of a sumo wrestler style or sumo squat, which is just a little bit wider leg. Turn the feet out. Now this time, turn the palms up. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to squat and then come up, full circle, and then come down. Up and then down. Big overhead, windmill arms, and then you come down. Again, up and down. Up and down, up and down. Fifteen more seconds. I'm going to do one more. Hand up. Big circle, and then take a quick break. The next movement. Oh, okay. We're going to do a left and right. We'll start with the right leg. So what you're going to do is bring the weights to your side, palms facing in. You're going to step back with the right leg, lift the arms to the side, step forward, bring the weights down, and then we switch to the left leg. Come back. So any lunge position here. Could be little, could be a lot. You can even drop that back knee. So play with this as much as you can. Try and play with this movement. Again, a little, arms a little, or legs a lot, arms a lot. Any variable here is good. Just do the movement as best you can. Switch left to right. Good for the shoulders. Ten more seconds. Last one. And take a quick break. Okay, good work. All right, I think we're going to do a little bit of yoga movement now. Yeah, okay. So here's what you're going to do. I'm going to turn this way. You're going to take one leg back and turn that right foot off to the side. If you notice, I'm kind of heel to heel in this position. I'm going to turn to this position. You can see it from this side. And then I'm going to bend into that front leg just a little bit more. Left arm goes forward, right arm goes to the side. Okay, good stuff. And then let's straighten the legs out, arms down. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to bend into your left leg, lift the arms up, and then straighten. So straight, and this is straight, and then leg bent with the arms up, and then we cycle through on this side. So my hips are turned towards you, my shoulders are turned towards you, but my front leg is turned forward. So in fact, I'm opening this hip area here, okay? And then I'm just adding a little bit of weight to it as well. So that's the movement, gang. This is warrior 2 position in yoga. And then the arms just go up and down. And we'll do a few on this side for about 20 seconds or so, and then we'll switch and do the other side. And really, really good for our shoulders. And we'll do just about another 5 or 6 seconds here. Last one. Okay, quick little reset. Turn the other way. The right foot goes forward, the left foot goes behind you. And if you notice the left, think about it this way, the right foot is at 12 o'clock, the left foot is at 9 o'clock. And that opens up the hip and opens up the shoulder. The right arm is going to go forward and the left arm goes to the side. So now the movement goes this way. Okay, so any lunge, I'm going to adjust a little bit so I can lunge a bit more. And then straighten. Arms lift, knee bends, and it's just that one front leg that's bending. And we'll do 20 seconds or so on this side. Nice job. About another 10 or so seconds left to go. Two more. Let's do 2 more. Here's 1. And here's 2. And then we take a quick break. Good job. Okay. Last movement, again, left and right is going to require a bit of balancing. If balancing continues to be an issue for you, then you will either have a chair close by, you'll do a single weight or no weights at all, or if you can't lift and hold one leg up, lift the heel and just plant the toes to support your weight. And then every once in a while, you're going to try and lift the foot off the floor to maintain balance, okay? So ideally, what we're going to try and get to is left leg up, bring the arms up into this position, and then we open and press, and then come back, bring the arms together, open, press. So I am balancing in this position as I do these presses. Again, if balancing is an issue, just lift the heel. Every once in a while, lift the foot. 10 more seconds. And balance if you can. Do the last one. Press up and come down. Lower the arms. Shoulders take a break. And then we'll do the other side. Remember, left and right is always a little bit different. So you may find this side is going to be a little bit different. Better or worse, who knows? Okay, we're going to get that heel up again. Try and balance if you can. Bring the weights up. And then let's move through that shoulder press. It's an Arnold press, actually. Open. Now you can also lower the arms, do a bicep curl, then open, and then press up. So you can go through the full range of motion if you like. Do about another 15 seconds or so. Last 5 seconds, everyone. I'm going to do the last movement, last press. Press! And back to neutral position. Great job, everyone. You are all done for Friday.